It took me a while to realize just how annoying overpacking can be. From heavy luggage to expensive fees for sad luggage to having to pack and unpack huge amounts of clothes. It was adding so much unnecessary stress to what should be a fun holiday. I have since become a bit more minimalist, and I recently heard a few people mention the method 5-4-3-2-1 for packing. So I want to give it a go and see if it works for my own packing for our summer trip we're doing this year in Isle of Wight. And I'll also give you my best folding tip to minimize creasing towards the end of the video. The carry-on method. A few years ago, we traveled at Christmas time. It was just the three of us, myself, my husband, and my son. We were traveling for over a week, I believe. We chose to only have a carry-on. My husband actually came up with the idea, and at first I thought that there's no way we're gonna fit everything in just a few carry-ons. So you got a carry-on for me, one for my husband, and then you can have something for the kids too. And I was very skeptical, but as I was packing, obviously it was a bit limiting. You had to pick what you really wanted to take because you had limited space, but actually it made things so much easier because it was less stressful overall. It was less stuff to carry around. It was only a few small carry-ons. Actually, a few of them were backpacks, so that's all we had on our backs. When we got back, there was also less stuff to unpack and wash and, deal with. And I realized we didn't really miss anything during that trip. We didn't feel like we were missing out, like we needed more clothes. We actually made do with what we had in our carry-ons. And that was kind of the first time where I've seen the benefits of traveling with only a carry-on. Now, last year, we traveled to Romania and it was 4 of us. We had an extra baby at the time. And because we had a baby, we thought, yeah, we need to bring a lot of baby stuff, nappies, and just a lot of things for them when you get there. And so we decided to travel with one big suitcase and then the little carry-ons that you can take, like snacks, activities for the kids. And what we realized is that having a huge luggage is so annoying. Unless you really, really need a ton of stuff with you for a specific reason, it's so much better to travel light. Because we had huge queues to queue in with the babies and the kids to drop the huge luggage. And also when you arrive at the place, it's also a lot of waiting around for the luggage to come on the band. So that part wasn't very fun. And I've learned that it makes things so much easier to travel light, even if you have kids. Now, this year is a bit different. We're not traveling on an airplane. We're going to Isle of Wight and we're going by car. We're taking the ferry to get there, obviously. And my aim is to pack light still, but we are going to take the one big luggage we have for the entire family. So my goal is to pack everybody's clothes, swimsuits, everything in one suitcase because I just don't want to deal with tons of little bags to carry around. We're keeping it minimal and I'm going to show you what we pack in there. The 5-4-3-2-1 packing method was really interesting to me. And this is where you pack 5 tops, 4 bottoms, 3 layers, 2 pairs of shoes, and 1 of each accessory, bag, jewelry, things like that. Now, as I was doing research for this, I noticed actually people have different categories in each of these numbers. So it might be slightly different, but this is what I thought would go really well for our upcoming trip. And this 5-4-3-2-1 method applies for about a week. And that's kind of how long our travel is. So let me have a look at the tops. So 5 tops. I'm gonna do black and white t-shirt. So I've got Cause white t-shirt and this is a mango v-neck black t-shirt. So these 2. Then I think I'm gonna do 2 bodysuits because I've been really enjoying wearing these. So these are both Zara bodysuits, white and black. And I really like having basics because then they go with everything. And I think instead of another top, I'm just gonna do a dress. I'm not gonna do too many dresses. I wanna keep it simple, but I'm gonna bring, I think, this one. I'll see if I change my mind, but I think this one for now. So let's do this dress. So those are my 5 tops because I guess the dress kind of counts as a full outfit, doesn't it? And then let's do 4 bottoms. I'm gonna do my white leg trousers. So I've got the black and cream. So I'm gonna do these. There we go, we've got 2. I need 2 more. I'm gonna do some shorts. I love these, they're both H&M. Actually, the white leg trousers are H&M too, and these are H&M too. Some of them are from vintage though, so they might be a bit old. These blue ones, I really like this color. And then these are a recent vintage purchase that I just love so much. I decluttered some of my older shorts. I wasn't keen on them anymore. So I sold those and I bought these ones instead, which I really like the print. So I'm gonna pack these. These are some linen shorts. Then let's see the 3 layering pieces because this is England. So I think I'm gonna do a white linen shirt, because this is really good for beach days or if I want to cover up in the evenings. So I'm gonna do this one. 5 tops, 4 bottoms, 3 layers. So I've got the shirt. I'm gonna do a gray sweatshirt if it gets a little chilly. And then I have this really lightweight raincoat that I think I'll pack. And I mean, this is just my plan. I'm gonna actually look at the weather before we leave. And if it looks really nice and hot weather, I might not bring the raincoat or I might not bring the sweatshirt. Or if it looks really rainy, I might swap some things out. But this is kind of my plan for now. So those are the 3 layers. I'm doing 2 pairs of shoes. These are just simple white trainers. These are Marks and Spencer's. I think I'm gonna wear these on the way there. Obviously, I'm gonna wear one of the outfits on the way too. So that's gonna save some space in the suitcase as well. And then I'm gonna pack the Birkenstocks that I actually added to my wardrobe this year. And I think these are gonna be just my only sandals that I pack because they just go with everything. And then for accessories, we're going 1 of each. Just 1 pair of sunglasses, 1 little bag. This one I really love because it actually goes with a lot of things. And I think I'll pack like a, reusable carrier bag just for when we go to the beach and I want to pack towels and things like that. Yeah, but this for like outings and things, I'm gonna pack this. And then accessories, I'm just gonna do 1 of each. So 1 pair of earrings, 1 necklace, and I'm gonna wear them so I don't have to pack those. And that's kind of how I'm gonna apply this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 packing method. I thought that was really interesting. And here I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Saily. If you're traveling this summer, then this one's for you. I used to find it so annoying having to find the right phone plan to swap to when traveling abroad or dealing with physical SIMs that needed swapping in your phone. Saily is a simple eSIM app, aka a digital SIM card, that makes the process so easy. It provides you with an internet access wherever you travel, and it saves you money on roaming fees. There's so much planning that goes behind traveling, but with Saily, you simplify it all and you have that internet connection wherever you travel. I was really impressed by how easy it was to download the app, start my plan, and install the eSIM within just a few minutes. It covers over 200 places and they have a variety of plans to suit your needs. And you can get an exclusive 15% discount on Saily data plans. Simply use the code Madeline at checkout. So download the Saily app or go to saily.com/Madeline. The digital wardrobe method. I've been using the digital wardrobe myself for quite a few months now, and it's been really helpful. And it's especially helpful when you want to pack. So I'm gonna go on my Index app. That's where I keep my digital wardrobe. It's free to use. And I'm gonna show you, I've added all of the items that I just took out of my wardrobe. So I've added them here. In my list, we've got the 5 tops, the bottoms, we've got layering pieces and 2 shoes and the bag. So it's 15 items total, and it's really helpful to go on to outfits now, and I can go on Plus and create an outfit from this list of items, this little capsule I created for our trip. So these are some of the outfits that I've created. So for example, this one with the white bodysuit and shorts. I've got the layering pieces. I've got just this outfit I'm probably gonna wear traveling there, maybe even back. And because I have some really basic items as well as a few fun colored ones, I find that they kind of combine really easily together. So I could make so many outfits from the items that I have packed here. Like for example, this one. So I'm quite happy with my selection of items that I'm packing for this trip. And I also wanted to mention the light laundry option. Now, in the past, when we were traveling, I felt like I needed to pack at least an outfit for every single day, perfectly curated. And I also need to have some spares in case those got dirty. And actually, I realized I don't need to have so many spares because if needed, if I spill or get dirty or, sweat a lot, then I can simply do some light washing in the sink. So like if some hand washing is needed, I can do that so easily. I can hang it dry and by the next morning, it's usually all dry and ready to be used. So I really like this because it kind of takes some of that pressure off of having to pack perfect outfits and having lots of spares, especially for the kids. Like I can so easily wash one of my toddler's t-shirts in the sink quickly with some soap and then hang it to dry. It doesn't take long and it saves having to lug around some really heavy luggages. I've also learned how to fold to minimize creasing, and this has been a game changer. So if it's a t-shirt that creases easily, or if it's trousers like my wide leg trousers, I like to do this method to keep them looking nice. Fold the legs onto each other, and then you simply start at the top of the trouser and you roll it down all the way to the end. And that's it. You just roll the entire piece of clothing and this will prevent all of those little creases that can appear with regular folding. And I can do the same with t-shirts or any other items that are more prone to creasing. For makeup and toiletries, I'm again going to keep it simple. So for makeup, I'm planning to pack my little travel makeup bag, and I'm gonna put in there one of each product that I use. I probably skip things that are not super necessary, like I'll pack my foundation, but I probably won't pack the concealer because if I need extra coverage, I can put a bit more foundation in those spots. So I'm just kind of trying to minimize things like that. And for toiletries, I'm planning to keep it super simple. I'm actually going to pack the kids' body wash, and we're all going to use the same body wash, even the grown-ups. And then I'll pack a shampoo for us as well. So just really simple, because I don't want to be carrying around so many products. Just because we're traveling, it doesn't mean we have to have everything that we have available at home there as well. It's only a week, it's to have fun, and the whole point is to focus on the experiences and not all of these products that we have to carry around. And when it comes to kids packing, I'm gonna do very similar to us. Oh, and I'm also gonna pack swimsuits, obviously, for all of us. So for myself, I'm packing 2 swimsuits, and also for the kids, I'll probably pack a few toys, not too many, because I find they're gonna play with a lot of other things there. We're gonna spend a lot of time outside at the beach or visiting places, so pack a few stickers, maybe some little activity books. But if you're traveling this summer, let me know where you're going, how you're planning to pack for that trip. Don't forget to check out Saily. It's going to be linked in the description box, and I will see you in the next video.